Trump's trade chaos really took center stage with the revelation from his top trade advisor. During that congressional hearing, he realized, live on record, that policy had shifted on him, and it was, downright embarrassing.
Wow, so he only found out right then?
Yep.
That must have been a shock for him.
Absolutely. Representative Horsford asked, "Did you know about this pause?" And his response, saying he learned of it just minutes before his testimony, just exposed a massive communication failure internally. It revealed that even his own team wasn't on the same page.
That's like being told the rules while you're already in the game, isn't it?
Exactly. It's like you're in the middle of a critical match and the rules change in real time. It really highlights how Trump's administration operated in this whirlwind of chaotic, impulsive decisions instead of a solid strategy.
Yeah, I see. And what really stands out is the lack of coordination, right? It's almost as if key decisions are being made without even looping in the people directly responsible for implementation.
Precisely. Trump's initial aggressive imposition of tariffs was meant to protect American jobs. But then, when other countries, especially China, increased their own tariffs against U.S. goods, he abruptly backtracked. It's a real case study in unpredictability.
Right. So not only does that hurt international credibility, it sends a confusing signal to American businesses, doesn't it?
Yes, indeed. Even though the tariff pause was announced, tariffs still linger at 10% on many imports, with a staggering 100% specifically targeting Chinese goods. It's like a double-edged sword that wrecks supply chains and hikes up consumer prices.
That must be a nightmare for small business owners and families trying to plan their budgets amid all this uncertainty.
Absolutely. It's not just a political spectacle, it has real-world impacts. Supply chains get disrupted, prices rise, and businesses are left struggling to navigate this never-ending roller coaster.
And then there's the ethical side of things. Trump posted on Truth Social just hours before the pause saying it was a great time to buy. That timing smells a lot like market manipulation.
Yep, exactly. Right, the timing of that post definitely raised eyebrows. It gave rise to accusations that this was more than just a policy flip. It might have been a calculated move to send a signal to his loyal base and possibly even manipulate the market.
But don't you think there's a chance it could have just been a poorly timed communication rather than deliberate market manipulation?
I get that perspective, but the coincidence is too sharp to brush off. Representative Horsford's questioning really underlined that contradiction between an apparent on-the-fly policy decision and claims of a calculated strategy.
Right. It really makes one wonder who's really running the show. If even his trade advisor is caught off guard, then isn't the entire leadership in a state of disarray?
Exactly. When key players are surprised by decisions that change on the fly, it undermines not just the policy, but trust within the administration and among international partners.
Absolutely. And the economic fallout isn't any less concerning. Economists have been warning that these tariff wars could push the U.S. economy toward a recession, impacting retirement accounts and even college funds.
Right on point. It's like a domino effect. One erratic move leads to another, and soon enough, the ripple effects make their way into every nook of the economy.
Yeah, exactly. Some might argue that sometimes in international trade, a bit of agility is necessary to adapt to a fast-changing landscape. But here it seems to cross into sheer mismanagement.
I understand that argument, but I challenge it a bit. Flexibility is one thing, but when actions come off as hasty and unpredictable, with no clear strategy, the risk outweighs the benefits. You're not steering with a clear compass. You're just reacting on impulse.
Got it. That's a fair critique. It's like trying to drive on a highway at full speed with suddenly changing speed limits. You might occasionally avoid an accident, but overwhelmingly, it's just chaos on wheels.
Exactly, and that's the crux of the issue. What's portrayed here isn't just a momentary lapse. It's indicative of a broader systemic issue where impulsive decisions replace deliberate strategy.
Yeah, and that's probably why you see GOP representatives who are usually on board staying silent or reluctant to defend these erratic policies. They probably fear being tied down to this mismanagement.
Correct. They seem to be distancing themselves to avoid political fallout. And that in turn leaves the public with a glaring question: who is truly in charge? If even the inner circle isn't informed, then what does that say about the leadership?
Totally. It's a wake-up call about the dangers of uncoordinated governance. especially when so many lives and livelihoods are at stake.
Yes, it really underlines that trade policy isn't just about tariffs and trade imbalances, it's about maintaining economic stability and trust, both at home and abroad.
Right. And for everyday Americans, the consequences are very real. Disrupted supply chains, higher prices, and a shaky economic outlook. It's not just politics, it's their daily reality.
Exactly. This incident, with its impulsive policy reversal, serves as a stark reminder that unpredictability at the highest level can have deep, lasting repercussions on the economy as a whole.
Absolutely. In the end, it's not just about one advisor's moment of being caught off guard. It's reflective of a system in turmoil where decision making is as unpredictable as it is risky.
Right. And that leaves us with an essential takeaway. For a stable domestic and international economic environment, there needs to be clear, coordinated, and transparent leadership, not a series of knee-jerk reactions.
Indeed, exactly. Thanks for this deep dive. It's been enlightening, if a bit alarming, to unpack how internal chaos at the top can ripple all the way down to everyday life.
No doubt about it. These insights really drive home the need for accountability and a steady hand on the wheel when steering the economy. Catch you next time.